Hey again, everybody. I'm going to show you an interesting thing about the motif ES, and this applies really to the new ones as well, the XF and the montage. Um, in Yamaha's quest to improve their synthesizers, they do screw up things every now and then. And one thing they've screwed up is the electric piano. When you play with a harder velocity, it kicks in different elements that give it a harder, brighter sound. But on the new ones, it kicks in so dramatically, it's like, it's way too loud, and it's really hard to adjust your volume and play in a way that you can blend with the rest of the band. And it happens a little bit even on the ES here, so let me show you how you can adjust that a little bit. So you're at a light velocity, medium, and then when you get to the loud one, that brighter sound kicks in. All right, I could show you this real quickly just by showing you the different elements. The first one, just for the light one, and then if I put the second element on, that's kind of an intermediate. Third element, it's a loud one, and the fourth element is for really loud. So the problem comes in is that the third and fourth element sometimes they come in too abruptly. You hit a certain velocity and all of a sudden there they are. And on a real electric piano, it's going to gradually kick in the harder you hit. So what you can do is you can adjust this thing called the velocity crossfade. And I've noticed that in the original patches here, it's set to 0, which means it's once you hit that velocity, it's going to kick in. But if you bring that up to about 15 or so, and I just did that on element 3, and now I'll do it on element 4 as well, you'll get a more gradual change into the harder sound. Bring it up even a little bit more here. And another thing too that you can do is bring the level down at which it kicks in a little bit. So bring the lower limit of the velocity down. It's probably too much. Well, that's a brief demonstration of how it might work. Here's the original. That's trying to do different velocities. Here's my edit. You can hear there's a lot more gradation or variation there as you play louder. So if that appeals to you, you can try adjusting it. And I'll tell you, you really have to do this on the XF and on the montage because they've got those higher velocity elements just kicking in at ridiculously loud volumes. Another thing you could do is possibly go to the output. No, not the output. Yeah, you have to come over to the amp and just lower the level of some of the louder elements, and I think that would be also a good fix for it. So why do I like the ES better than the other keyboards? I had a montage for 5 days. I sold it. I just didn't like it, and I got the motif XF also, and I've kept that for a while because I think the strings and the horns are a little bit better, but it really has problems with the electric pianos. And there's another real basic thing. If you play live, you want to be able to see the fucking display. You want to be able to see what you're doing up there. And the new ones, it's so small. I mean, you got to put your reading glasses on and get down there like this and try to see what the hell it is. And also, when you change patches, like, these are complicated patches I've got up here. If you change patches real quickly, like this, it changes very quickly. I hit the button, I miss a tiny little bit. But on the new ones, it takes like a second and a half. Well, not quite that long, but, if you're playing along and you have to switch patches, you're going to miss a measure of music easily. And that's very annoying. And of course, they say they fixed that on the montage, but they really haven't because, if you use all factory patches, it works pretty good. But as soon as you put your own patch in there, it won't go smoothly from one patch to the other. And the delay time is even greater on the montage. So for live performance, I like the ES. You know, a lot of people use these keyboards for all kinds of different things. So, you know, the new ones might appeal to you if you're a studio musician, or maybe you like some of the newer sounds that they've used. But to me, nothing beats the ES. I think it was their best version of the synthesizer. It's got really good sounds, good flute sounds, electric piano, clavinet. Even some of the electric guitars just can't be beat, and they left some of these waveforms out of the new models. And so if you like that old acoustic nylon string and general MIDI, one is even a little bit more realistic, but this one just sounds better. It's not just because I'm used to it either. It sounds better in a live situation. It's more full-bodied and nice. I mean, some of the guitars, like for instance, you know, I use this guitar sound. Yeah, I just like that guitar sound. Can't find it on the new ones. The new ones have some good guitar sounds, but you know, I like to use this synth. Its weaknesses are, you know, the string patches are okay. You really want a good string patch. You know, the newer ones are a little bit better. I use a Kurzweil along with this to get a better string sound, and also better trumpets and horn sounds as well. I like to mix the two together. If I had to take just one keyboard though, if I was stuck with one keyboard for the rest of my life, it would be this one, the Motif ES6. And and it comes in a rack version too, so that's my choice, and feel free to disagree. All right, folks, I'm sorry I haven't put too many videos up recently. I was called out of town, and I'm out of town right now, but I hope to get back to my regular schedule, do some more jazz videos, and some more things that I think you'll enjoy. All right, that's it for now. Good night.